There are many grassroots people, be it the RSCs, the CCC, or even our opposition parties, workers. They are volunteers. We do not pay them a single cent. They have to take leave to help us out. Some of them have taken one whole week of leave just to help us out. My sincere thanks to the veterans, like Mr. Kwang Yu King, and Mr. Tan Chi Kin. Especially for Mr. Tan Chi Kin, he has not only taken up his precious time from his business, but he has contributed a lot of money to our campaign. However, we are still money not enough. So you see, we have a sword out there, right? Please help us buy a little flag, buy a copy of a newsletter, just to help us cover the cost of running this campaign. Whatever small amount is a contribution to the nation building. Nation building doesn't belong to PAP only. I've seen a lot of the old veterans fighting years after years for 60 years. For 50 years. Right from the start of the beginning of a Workers' Party, already a member, until now. Even he's walking with a stick, he still go and sell newspaper. No matter he is Workers' Party or NSP, we do have a dedicated veterans supporting us from the back. They do not have the glory or the glamour of standing on this stage to speak to you, but they are willing to contribute their life every minute and every inch of it to our battle. I think to the very least we can repay them is to make us walk into Parliament as an MP. And this is what I have promised my late brother. I will fulfill his last wish, and the many last wish of those who have deceased without seeing any success in this political progress. Talking about the older generation, we have to pay tribute to the older people who have contributed to the nation building. However, I think they have been abandoned right now. We have seen old ladies, old uncles pushing carts to collect cardboards, metal tins. I've seen with my own eyes. At the age of 70, 80s, they're still doing so. What went wrong with this country? We have never seen such a bad situation in the 80s, but we're seeing things that is contrary to the Swiss standard of living the PAPs have promised us. What it means to be a Swiss standard of living. In the Swiss system, or the Nordic country system, when you're born, basically you belong to the state. The state will take care of you for all your education, right up to the universities. And that is why the level of education is the highest in the world. And that is why they can command the niche in this competitive world. And if you have been unemployed, you are taken care of. There's unemployment benefits. the state will say, don't worry, we will allow you a period to recover from joblessness. And this is how a country is managed. But is Singapore a country? Even Lee Kuan Yew said, we are not a country, we are not a nation. You may not agree with him, but it is true. We are run like a company. Every one of us is being treated as a digit. It is a slave factory that they will calculate what you can afford and what you cannot afford. I'll raise a very simple question. If I earn $8,000, I do not need a condominium, I do not need a big luxurious executive flat, but I am forced to buy an executive flat and not a 4-room flat or 5-room flat. Why? You say you can afford more. But aren't we saying we are no longer asking our residents to be thrifty? You don't pay beyond your means. If I'm contented, happy with a 4-room flat, why should I pay for an executive flat? Because the company says you must pay and pay. Well, my thumbs is up, right? I spent a bit more time on Mandarin. But look at the CPF system. The older people have been promised 50 years they can get back their money. Black and white. Somebody actually showed me the booklet. Right? But now they are told 55, 60, 62 and minimum sum. Because the country say, we cannot take care of you. You must have a minimum sum so that we don't take care of you. So every month you have a bit of money to live on. And that is a country. No, that is a company. If you treat a country as a company, you will end up with millions of dollars given to the CEO, which are the ministers. And that is a company. I cannot change this mindset of the government at this moment. Only your votes will wake them up. Thank you.
Thank you, Meng Seng. Our next speaker is